Hello, welcome to my channel. And like you see, this video is mostly for women. I just wanted to make this type of video to let it out from my chest. Like you see before, I'm pregnant right now, but I think I need to close some chapter in my life after a year, and just, you know, more than a year, and it's just close and start a new chapter. I'm fine, I got through it, but I think it's nice to do this type of video because the time when I actually deal with it, had to deal with it, no one talk about it, and I never knew ectopic pregnancy exists. It's like, you know, when I was trying to get pregnant, I thought you get pregnant and something like that. I didn't think about the complications. So if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe my channel or like this video if you like, and stay for longer videos, because this kind of channel now, it probably will be my journey with my pregnancy and a baby. Hopefully everything gonna be well, inshallah. And yeah, so I hope you, well, I don't know if you will like this video in the way, you know, you can like it. Maybe you're looking for some informations which I can help you with. I know my videos before was mostly about like going holiday, but like this type of video, I need to do it because it's not many people talk about it. And when I was looking for a help, honestly, like kind of mentally to help myself, I couldn't find it. So I think it's really nice if someone like me will share this type of, you know, information with you, what I felt, how this happened, and what I experienced. So if you would like to know more, stay with me and till the end. So first of all, I hope you don't mind, I left Kimchi just in the back, she's not well, so I thought I have a good lighting. My windows this times are closed, TV is off. There is a window open still in the kitchen, but I hope that doesn't disturb the sound here, because this camera picking up everything. So just need to check myself in nothing coming out. Okay, so I did actually a little bit, I don't want this video to be too long as well, to, you know, for you to get bored, but I have a little bit like written down what topics I want to stop by in each point. And if you have any question, obviously I leave the comments, allow the comments, so you can leave a comment. And if there is another women as well here and they wanna, you know, ask each other question, why not? Let's help each other, women for women. So ectopic pregnancy, I just written down like that. So ectopic pregnancy, which I never knew about it, is basically, normally there are symptoms. I'm not saying this, I'm not telling you that from point of the doctor or something like that. I'm just saying from my own research. It's like where I could say, I don't know if you don't mind if I call it like baby. I call this baby, and the baby is stuck in your tube, and just start growing there. So when you have your tubes, two tubes, the baby is stuck in your tube and doesn't go anywhere. So this is where the baby start growing. What happened with me, normally what you would experience, and I heard from like one person really who had ectopic pregnancy, what she experienced, she had horrible pain that you can't handle. And sometimes if you leave this ectopic for so long, the ectopic actually can cause, you know, they can burst, that's how I can call it, burst inside. And obviously you can have an internal bleeding, which is obviously, you can, I don't know if something happened this before, but like I heard, you could even die if you don't know and it's too late. Don't want to scare you, but apparently that's what could happen. Like I said, I've done my own research. If you want more research, do your own, remember that. So yeah, so this is back to that. This is when the baby actually is stuck in your tube and start growing. And because it start growing, this is when you start feeling sharp pain, and it's horrible apparently. With my story is that I didn't know I had ectopic pregnancy, and I didn't have any pain. I had just a bleeding, which was really strange. And whichever doctor I'm telling this to now, they like, oh, okay, you didn't have a pain. I'm like, no, I was fine. So this is where I was even more scared. So when I was fine, sorry, I just don't want to cut this video as well, and just want to tell you everything in the one bit. I called to my GP. Obviously I live abroad, like I live in UK. I called my GP and I just said to her, I done the pregnancy test and I have some spotting, bleeding. And she said, that's fine, wait, because it's sometimes normal in pregnancy, wait for pain. If you have experienced pain, then call me. But you know what, I'm really conscious about my about my body. I always know if it's something wrong. I just know. It's just because as a woman, you know, well, I shouldn't say actually I know, because till this point I didn't know. I know it's something wrong, and you know, this kind of gut feeling where I was like, no, if the NHS doesn't want to see me, which I do understand because it was COVID, they didn't see you face to face, I do understand. I went to private clinic. And this is how it's worked, because in Poland you're going actually to the gynecologist and they see you there, and the gynecologists have all your records straight away of your pregnancy. When in UK is you're going to see the GP, then you're going to see gynecologist, actually not gynecologist, you're just going for the scan. Privately you can go and then you see your midwife. So it's completely different way of, sorry for my hands, of doing things here. So I went privately, had a look, and they said to me that, well, he was really quiet. I really like the place which I go, the private one, which is called Window to the Womb. I really highly recommend it. They was so helpful and really nice people. And that I'm actually talking about in Wales. I don't know if they have them in England, but in Wales they were here, and it was really helpful. So what happened? He was really quiet, which was fearing, because I was expecting that, okay, he's gonna find a baby. I didn't expect his ectopic pregnancy. And then he said, on the end, he closed down, he's like, okay, I will tell you something now. And I'm like, okay. So he just said to me, I can't find the baby. I think my husband's coming. I can't find the baby, and you have so much liquid inside your stomach, and you have a big cyst on your right ovary. I'm like, okay. So I was paralyzed at that point. Okay, sorry, my husband came back. I'm back. So when I finished, like when the doctor came to me, I was literally paralyzed. I was like, what the hell just happening? So he explained me that, but it was so good. They just explained me, come back to home, do the test in the morning, again, pregnant test. If it's positive, give us a call. That's what I did. I went home in the morning, I did my test, and was positive. So I gave them a call, and straight away they sent a referral letter to the hospital, NHS hospital, and they saw me in like 2 hours, which was really good. So when I came there, she said, oh, is this lady from this private clinic? They're like, yeah. They saw me, they done the blood tests, but the blood test didn't show I was pregnant. Apparently, I don't know, this is the patient said to me what was that. She said to me that sometimes when you have a cyst, apparently it's covering, like the test won't be that showing that you're pregnant. But like I said, I don't know, this is what she told me. I didn't do my own research about that, but it didn't show. So it was really little. I really don't know till today why it didn't show on blood test I'm pregnant, and on the test was fine. And then after that, they said to me, oh, they done the scan for me. They done, obviously, how we call it, yeah, the scan here. They did the scan, and they took another doctor's, and the amount of people was inside there and checking me, I was like, okay, there is something wrong going on. So another doctor came, had a look as well, and she said she can't see even fallopian tubes. There is so much fluids, blood, the big cyst on the right ovary, and like I said, even with the cyst, I didn't have any pains before. So this is what they said, and they just asked me, are you okay? Are you like fine? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I was walking normal, and that there wasn't any problems with me. I was fine. I had energy. So then I called my husband, because obviously I just went there by myself. I thought I was just going for the, you know, checks, and because of the COVID you can't really go with people, so that was hard as well, because you had to deal with everything yourself. So I went there and I called him. He wasn't actually allowed, sorry, he wasn't allowed in the hospital. It was just me. You couldn't have even visitors there. So yeah, so they said, you will have to stay, we're gonna make you a bed. So I was like, what is going on? I called him, I cried, I didn't know what's going on. So they wanted to straight away operate me. So they gave me the bed, lay down, but then because I wasn't in pain and I was walking normal, they literally didn't know what's going on. And obviously on the ward you have so many like people who need operations. So they said if it's not urgent and I'm still waiting, they read me to see how it goes. So I was in bed waiting. The lady first time came to me and just asked me this question, lady doctor, if we're gonna operate you, what you wanna do with your baby? Do you wanna bury her or burn it? It's just so many questions. I was like, what hell's going on? So that was that. And they said, okay, because you are not paid, stay over the night. I stay over the night. The doctor coming in the morning, he's like, oh, how are you feeling? Is everything okay? I'm like, well, I'm feeling fine. I don't have a pain. He said, well, the thing is, if you don't have a pain, you know, sometimes, you know, it doesn't look like you're pregnant, because they couldn't see on the scan as well. On the blood test didn't show I'm pregnant. So they said, we really, you know, the one thing what you have is a big cyst, but they can just, you know, kind of dissolve themselves. But my cyst was 6 centimeters, which I think it is big. And I said, yeah, but they said I have a fluid in my stomach. And he is like, oh yeah, but they're gonna observe. And I was like, observe. So that's why I had a really backache. A backache I had for like a while, and I never knew why I had the backache. I thought it's my disc and stuff. And actually he explained me that when you have so much fluid inside your body, you can have that's why you have a backache. So that's it. Where I said, okay, but we're gonna keep you waiting. And the doctors was changing and coming a different one. So on the third day, another doctor came, and I think he was more experienced, older doctor. And that night I started shivering. I got hot, cold sweats. I was shivering. I didn't know what's going on. I was really weak. And silly me, I didn't press the button to the nurse, but then I was so bad, and I'm like, oh my god, it's just the window is open and was closed. So I'm like, why I'm freezing? Why it's so cold? So my blood pressure was 90 on 60, which was really low. And she was so scared. She's like, I need to call to the doctor and ask you if I can put you on the drips. She put me on these 2 drips, but in the morning when I woke up, I couldn't even walk toilet. I was really low. And mind, I didn't have any pain till this time as well, none. But another doctor said to me, they came with a student, the older one, and he said, let's scan you and let's have a look. They scanned it, he said, no, you have to clear it out, take the fluids out of you. We have to, you know, like basically cut this cyst. And yeah, so he said, right now, bring her, everything do, and da. So that's what happened. They took me straight away from the scan, put all the stuff on me, and took me on the ward straight away. This took like maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. I came back. This was my first operation, by the way. I never had operations before, and that was keyhole surgery, which was really nice because the scars now are gone. I can't see them, but I was healing for a while, in the way that, you know, you can feel when they put the gas inside your stomach, you can feel even going to your back and chest. So I was struggling, and even I had a problem with the bowel, IBS and stuff like that after that, when I never had before. But yeah, so after they came back and they said to me that there was ectopic pregnancy as well. So first of all, they were saying there is no pregnancy, the blood test was that. I just want to explain you that sometimes it's not obvious. In my case, it honestly wasn't obvious at all that I had ectopic pregnancy, which this is why I want to share with you, because it's not always giving you a pain. So yeah, they found was really little, they didn't say anything, but I was shocked. I was just like, I didn't have it, like, it's kind of, I don't want to say I didn't have any feelings, it's just what I was really shocked what's happening. So they took they said they cut off the tube, so they had to cut it up, and they just left the ovary, so I had left me 2 ovaries, but obviously the right tube doesn't flow anymore, so I will be left with the left one. They suck it up, all the fluids, so that's it. So that's what they did, and they left me with the left tube. And when the doctor came to me, she said, I know it's hard to believe, but even with the 1 tube you can get pregnant, which for me was, first of all, a shock, because I'm 29. I was then 29, and I was like 28, because 29 I was nearly the 29, and we start trying for a baby, and you know, it's something like I really wanted to have a baby and try for it, and I couldn't. But well, I shouldn't say I couldn't, it just didn't happen the way how I wanted and the time when I wanted. So whoever you trying for a baby, don't give up, and you know, it's gonna come in the right time for you. But I just wanna finish on about ectopic here right now, because like I said, I left home and I just was healing myself. It was hard for me, obviously. I was 1 month old, but after ectopic apparently you're healing, but then I had to deal with it mentally, which wasn't easy, crying and stuff like that, because it's something what you never experience. And after ectopic pregnancy, I had the feelings where I was so focused on my body, like I was thinking everything what I felt is something again happening wrong, which was my mind. And this is where I'm gonna end up to this point on next chapter. The second thing what I want to bring, so this is ectopic pregnancy. Second thing, after that, 2 months later, 3 months, I done the test and I was pregnant again, which I was like, wow, pregnancy test again, great, happy. But then I was spotting, but then I'm thinking spotting is not that bad, but then in my head was, okay, maybe it's ectopic pregnancy again. But I went in Poland, I'm like, you know what, I need it, because after this ectopic I actually mentally struggle so much that I need to escape to my family and see my friends and just feel better. So I went Poland and done the scan there. But then when I went to Poland and I saw gynecologists in Poland, we Polish always trust our doctors, so we just want to go there, because I didn't get the help here. Sorry, the camera switch off. So I didn't actually get the help from the GP here, so this is why I went to Poland. And when I went to Poland, she see a little bubble. I went to another, like, I shouldn't say a bubble, it's like I don't know how we call this. Yeah, but, well, I could say like it's like a, well, I wouldn't say air bubble, you know what I mean. I can't find a way, honestly, I can't find the word now to tell you. But you couldn't see obviously the baby and nothing like starting, nothing. But she said it is something there, so it's good sign. And you kimchi, and you will get the tablets to keep your pregnancy, because that's what they do in Poland. They give you a tablet to hold your pregnancy just in case when you're bleeding, what here in UK they don't do. In Poland they give you tablets just to kind of keep your basically pregnancy safe. That's what it means. So I'm like, okay, but then I had another scan after, because I was like bleeding, and that's why I was worried, spotting, and I was worried something again happened. It just was pinky color. So I went 2 weeks later and there was nothing. And I had such an amazing kimchi. No, you can't do it, sorry. I had such an amazing gynecologist who helped me so much. Yeah, again, I had such a nice gynecologist who helped me so much, and she was really, now it's not in my town, she's not there, she's moving around the cities. And she said to me, she explained me, listen, I know you don't want to be, it's a really lovely weather, but I know you don't want to sit in the hospital, but I think it's better for you if you're gonna go to the hospital and stay there. I know you don't have a pains yet, but it can happen anytime. Even that, because I think you had a miscarriage, but I wanted them to check you. So I went to the hospital, they had a look, put me down, they're like, yeah, it looks like miscarriage. But they put me like to the bed, and they said I have to wait for basically clearing. Another doctor came next day, checked me that, yeah, before this operation, the procedure, he like, yeah, you need to be clean. So I don't know, the way how it's working is basically they put a tablet inside, you have these contractions, you have this like little contraction when you should start bleeding. I haven't. Again, I haven't bleed, but they just took me, clear out everything. After in Poland they check how big it is, and yeah, so if this is the, obviously, you know, everything correctly happening. So that's what happened. So this was my miscarriage, which I would say to you, it was, I shouldn't say that was easier, but it's kind of like I was meant like feeling ways. I was numb. I was like, okay, it happens. And then when I heard from the ladies there who are actually in hospital with you, they said they had miscarriages, and even another girl had 8 weeks and they couldn't hear the heartbeat as well, and they have to clear her out. So it happens. It's honestly happened. Miscarriages happens, which I never knew about it. I never knew anyone. I never researched that. But if you're watching this video, you are not alone, because this is happening so much. So this is about miscarriage, what happened to me. And the next thing what I want to talk about is actually anxiety, which I struggle anxiety after ectopic pregnancy in miscarriage, which I never experienced before, but I was struggling so much. And this is something what people will not understand, and I am the person where I try to hide my feelings and don't speak about it. So my manager was amazing. She was really understanding, bless her. So I wish you to have a managers like that who will honestly understand that. I stand you, sorry, because I'm tearing up. It was hard time, and even your husband sometimes try to help you. It's hard. It's honestly hard to help you because no one will understand how you did. Sorry. You see, this is the thing, is like you feel like it's a year after, over a year, and it's somewhere always this feelings what you experience. And obviously I don't have to deal with this anymore, with this kind of anxiety, but when I speak about this, it's not easy, and I know so many people are going through it, but you know, you can do it. You can, I think what I can say, you can do it. And what I want to say about anxiety is just, I was looking for so many things in my body what is wrong. IBS, which I did have, which the doctors again didn't help me, because I was going to the GP and I was saying about the problems, and they wasn't really helpful here. So I did it, all my research by myself, healthy medication, all the healthy stuff what I was buying to clear out my body, my guts, like kefir is so good for your gut to clear out when you have IBS. So many things, like I was doing research myself. So even when you go to the doctor, do your own research as well from the good websites, or ask people or private specialists, because online, because it's really good. And now you have so many things on YouTube that you can Google things, is so useful. But with me, yeah, the another thing what has helped me as well in anxiety is actually YouTube self-development things, and there is just a really nice doctor which I really would recommend, Joe Dispenza. He is such a good kind of he healing you through the meditation, and meditation is really good. Meditation, yoga, these things really help me through anxiety and depression, when even people was telling me that, or maybe you should go to the psychiatrist and take a tablet. I'm not saying there's something wrong with that, but I didn't want to go to the points, because I know what the tablets can do with your brain, and I just don't, I know the way how we are created. I don't want to say it to you, but like, I do believe in God. So if you are created by God, then I don't want to make anyone upset here who don't believe. I'm not saying, but this is what I believe. Then we are made as a humans in the way that we can find things. So our brain is such an amazing strong thing. And this was the time when something happened to me, I just actually start praying and change my religion, and just believing in God, and that's helped me so much as well, to believing it, like I'm not in the control. So, but this is another chapter. This is something, if you like to make me video like this, I'm happy to do it, but this is just your own journey. So like I said, meditation, yoga, Joe Dispenza on YouTube, and there is another doctor, Daniel Amen. really nice, who actually doing the scan brain on people. He made so many thousand scan brain on people. He telling you how the mind actually works. If you know how your brain works in your mind, you will be able to help yourself. Always when you try to sort out things with you or anything, always start from the beginning. And this is what honestly helped me. Research, books, self-development books, walks. My dog really helped me so much, because when I had her, I just had to push myself on a walk. And don't close yourself to people. Always try to be open to people, even if it's hard. Don't close your social life, and you will get through it. If you have people around you, even if you don't, honestly, internet will help you. Internet is a bad way in some ways, but is really good in other ways. So yeah, that's anxiety, what I can tell you. And now the last one. So the last chapter, because I don't want to make this video really long, the one last bit is how I got pregnant. I don't know. No, it's not like I don't know. It's just I stopped planning. Honestly, I stopped planning. First of all, when I started trying for a baby, I was trying ovulation trips. I was trying to make my day, and I did get pregnant. Don't get me wrong, but it's something what is not good for you, honestly, because you're gonna fixate it in your head, and you're gonna get depressed, because the way how you're gonna look at yourself and doing ovulation tests, like, oh, you know, you basically kind of sexual life, you won't enjoy it, to be honest with you, because you're gonna do everything how is on the strips, when and stuff. So because you focus, we as a women, we want to have a baby, and this is what we want to do. But trust me, your body need to relax. You need to be relaxed. You need to forget about it. Stop focusing about it. I know some women get pregnant easily, some don't, but if it's the right time for you, it will come. The camera is overheating. Yeah, try it, enjoy, and don't do this kind of stuff. Just because I let it go, I'm like, whatever happens, happen. Like I say, with me, I start praying, and I pray for it. I you know, in my way, I become actually Muslim, and I'm so glad for it. But I don't want an opinion here. It's not about religion in this video. It's just something what I found useful for me, and I just realized nothing is in my hands. Sometimes we just think everything is in our hands, but actually it's not. Whatever happens, happen. We can try. Don't get me wrong, there are people who actually want that and they get it, but it's not always. And you know, when you're gonna think this way, you're gonna be disappointed, and disappointment hurts more. So yeah, so that's helped me to go through it. And since that time, I'm myself. So that was 2021. We are in 2021 in March, and we are in 2022 October. So I'm fine. I never gonna stop educate myself, reading self-development books, doing meditation and yoga and all of this stuff, because I got the lesson, and I know, you know, kind of I have a wake-up call, which got close me to God. That's the one thing. And another thing is kind of, I always think like the school is for learning, and you don't have to learn anymore, but you do. And I really enjoy it. I started enjoying to reading books and listening stuff about the brain, about your health, and looking for things. So remember one thing, now in the end, health is so important. Look after yourself. And this time at the moment, unfortunately, it is hard to get an appointment with the doctors and stuff, but do your own research. Do even healthy stuff, like, you know, there's so many good healthy nutrients and stuff. Not even just, I'm so not saying about the pregnancy, but in generally for your living and stuff. Do your own research, read, but be careful what you read as well, just from the good website and good kind of people who knows what they're talking about. And yeah, and I don't think as well that going to psychologists, which I didn't go yet, but I don't think so this is something to be ashamed of, what the people sometimes think, because people in America do go. And you know what, it's better to go to psychologists and let it out and speak with someone for the therapy, because you're trying. And remember, working on yourself is the main important thing in life. Working on your brain, on yourself, it's kind of, you know, investing in yourself. That's the really high point it should be in your life. and just enjoy your life, enjoy every your day. It will come if you're trying. Definitely, you know, it will come. I got pregnant so far 22 weeks with a one tube, one fallopian tube, which sometimes I thought it will ever gonna happen to me again, and I hope inshallah everything will be fine, and you know, and will be healthy baby so far, and everything will be good. And I hope when you're watching this video and you're trying for a baby and you went through this kind of experience and that's why you're watching, I wish you all the best and good luck. And trust me, there is another ways as well. If you can't have it, there is always another ways. And if you're religious, God always gonna have a plan for you. So yeah, that's, hope this video is not too long. I just want to let it out before another videos come out about my pregnancy. I want to close my chapter. That's why I want to make this video. I hope you enjoy some way this video, and I will see you in another video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel, follow me on Instagram, or like my channel. Leave a thumbs up. I hope you will stay with me in this journey with my baby, because like I said, I want this YouTube to be actually my experience about everything in my life, and have a kind of memories for me, my child, when I can just put it on YouTube and have a watch sometimes. So thank you for watching. Have a lovely evening, day, whenever you're watching, and I will see you in another videos.